Was this the Red Bull Dance Your Style?
Yep.
Okay, okay. So much cooler than me and Natalie. All right, let's get into this. So
speak for yourself, sister.
You're pretty cool.
This is Harini. She is obviously a very good dancer, qualified, I would say, athlete. Back in June, the all-style street dance competition, the Red Bull Dance Your Style, held a qualifier event here in Chicago. And the winner of that was Harini, who now heads regionals. You're going to regionals in Kansas City on July 26th, and hopefully after that to the world final in LA. My goodness.
So tell us, I loved how you were describing what was happening in the video while we were watching it. So explain to our viewers what was going on there.
So Red Bull Dance Your Style is, you could say, boxing match for dancers.
Okay.
So it's basically a dance battle where different dancers from all across the United States, the world, come in and then show our own style of dance in like the most raw manner possible, which is the DJ just throws on a track and we have to adapt to it and freestyle to it. We have 60 seconds to show our stuff, and then it's like a question, answer, and the audience votes whether they like the red side or the blue side. So it's very much all about the showmanship and then showing your own personal like style of dance, and then just seeing how it measures up to someone else's completely different style of dance, or the same.
So let's hear about your background. Are you from Chicago? How did you learn to dance?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, go ahead.
I love the city. I lived here since 2016, so I did my bachelor's here and my master's. Did high school and then grew up in Indianapolis. And I'm here now, but I've been dancing since I was 4.
Oh.
So my mom, she alleges that she threw on a beat and then baby me was just moving to said beat on rhythm. So they put me in dance classes, and I started with Bharatanatyam, a South Indian classical dance style, and stick to my roots. That's my main style, and then I fuse them with whacking, hip hop, and now Afrobeat. So whatever I'm training in, and you just saw some Chicago footwork, I've been training in it recently. So I've been trying to put together like a melting pot of styles, kind of like how our life is here in America. So it's like a melting pot of styles to reflect that.
That is so cool. I mean, you are a true artist. You are. And
thank you, that means a lot.
I don't know how you do it, because I was asking you, because now I may not know this, I have a little bit of dance background. I was on the Pom Squad at my high school.
Okay.
Now granted, there were only like, 300 people at my high school, so there weren't a lot of people to choose from to be on said dance team. But I mean, you do the 5, 6, 7, 8, the routines, but you were not doing a routine. I mean, this is like off the top of your head. That is crazy.
So when we do that, we have to respond to the music, right? So the music tells you exactly how to dance. That's how I see it. That's how my
you
rounds
interpret
went.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when in that round they played the Percolator, I was so happy. DJ Cash Hour dropped like the most Chicago of all tracks in my first round of the battles. So I knew I had to hit the Percolator and then give us, a taste of Chicago footwork, because my opponent, Dream, and he was from Memphis. So his style, the way he moved to this song was also so interesting, and he has ankles made of jelly. But I knew I had to answer with something that the city knew and where we're from. 'Cause I'm in Chicago. I'm a Chicago dancer. I'm representing Chicago, so.
Wow. So how did that feel being up there on stage? Do you know what the music's going to be right before you go on, or as you're starting to move, they play the music? So what's going through your mind? Were your nerves going crazy? Was your stomach butterflies?
That part, all of that part. When I went up there, it's deafening because all of the audience is just here for you.
Wow.
So
I would panic. I would freeze. That would be my dance. Freeze.
No, it's more like I tried to get the energy from the audience, because they're like, yeah, screaming, even if they don't know you or they do know you. In my case, I saw all of my friends front row, so pretend this is the stage. They're sitting right there, so I'm like, okay, my friends are here. I got some of that. But I don't know what music they're gonna play ever. So yeah, we had some really cool personalities there.
What a great opportunity. So I gotta ask, because I do love dance, and I would like to take like maybe an adult dance class. How do you balance the two? Because you said you got your master's. What was it in? Was it in dance? I mean, you probably have a 9-to-5 job on top of this.
So I'm blessed to be a full-time dancer now, but my 9-to-5 is at Kalapriya Center for the Indian Performing Arts. So I dance in the morning, I dance at night.
Okay.
But my master's was in Museum and Exhibition Studies at UIC. I studied different histories of display and then bodies of display, so different ways of showing art and entertainment, especially in museum culture. So my academic journey and my dance journey have always been kind of close at hand because I always wanted to be a dancer. So it'd be like, Mom, I'm going to be a dancer and astronaut, dancer and paleontologist, dancer and trampoline artist, something like that. But it was never dancer or, it was always dancer and. So for me, the balance is knowing that I always have this, but like any athlete, I need to take some rest days and make sure that I'm not overdoing it. Make sure that I'm not putting too much stock into just one thing and overthinking everything. Otherwise, it's my body that I'm using to communicate, right? If this breaks down, then I can't really do that. So I need to make sure that I'm always thinking about how to heal after I go perform in crazy situations like this.
Do you feel like with social media these days, it's more competitive? Or do you find that social media helps you by like seeing the ways that different people dance across the world now because it's so easily accessible? Is it making you better or is it making it more just difficult to compete?
It is, I would say, a double-edged sword. I always get inspiration from other dancers. Like I don't have access to just fly out to Japan and see this cool dancer, right? Imagine if we could do that. But at the same time, it's very easy to get into the comparative mindset, like the competitiveness because, oh, they're doing this, they're the same age as me, or they're younger than me and they're doing so much better, what am I doing? It's very easy to get into this feedback loop of negativity if we don't remember to check out and think that they're also human, they're going through pretty much the same or different experiences, you don't know this. But as dancers, the first thing we look at is this movement quality. It's like, this is so cool, I would love to learn, or let's see if I can do that, how can I answer it? So that's generally how most of my peers and I approach this situation, especially social media is so fast, right? One day it's trending, the next day it's not, or it's so quick to consume and you can capitalize on it or you don't. Sometimes it can really start a discourse or sometimes it can bring people together. So knowing that it's really quick, but it's also real-time people's thoughts, emotions, and everything, you just need to remember to take a step back and then not let it become this comparative, like all-consuming experience.
Sure.
Especially because I'm not the only dancer. I've got many people. Oh,
that is
I uploaded that 2 days ago.
I love that. That's great. I'm glad we could show it. So explain then what this experience is going to be like at the end of this month, and how can we support you?
This experience, I hope I get to win this. I'm trying to go
How
win
many
the whole
people
thing.
are you going to be competing against?
I think the bracket is 15 to 20 people. I may be incorrect on that, but I know the top 8 from the Chicago City qualifiers are coming with me to Kansas. So I get to redo like a round 2 rematches with some of my friends I met on the dance floor. And from regionals goes to San Francisco, which is nationals, and then world finals is in LA.
How cool!
So LA has the world finals. It's coming home now.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting. And to support, you can always find me on socials, but for Red Bull Dance, just redbulldance.com and Red Bull Dance on Instagram is the best way.
How did you, okay, so the Red Bull, okay, so this was their event, the Red Bull Dance.
Red Bull Dance is the host of Red Bull Dance Your Style. So Red Bull USA is like the larger conglomerate, and then the Red Bull Dance is that all things dance. So that's where we get to connect with different dancers from like France, Germany, India, Japan, China, everywhere.
What a great experience that would be.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be so fun?
How did you qualify? How did you get on the competition?
So they have open qualifiers in different cities. Chicago had an open qualifier around, I'm going to say March. Yeah, March. And then on a whim, I told myself, I'm going to try this. I applied. You send your name in through an application.
Okay.
Then they have cipher style prelims round. Prelim rounds are basically when the judges see who they want to send through to the battles. So cipher style is just you're going there, showing your thing for like 30 seconds. You get these stickers. Once you amass 3 stickers, you go through. Then you battle the top 16. Once you battle the top 16, they pick top 5. And after top 5 was the city qualifiers, which I won.
Yeah, it's very American Idol. I love it so much.
Very much so. Just in this case, I don't think you'd want to hear some of us sing.
Okay, well, I'm for comparison's sake.
Yeah.
Harini, thank you so much for coming in. Best of luck to you. Please keep us posted on how you do.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You'll find out on social media. I'm going to be documenting the whole journey. But thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.